Yo, what's up everyone? Today we're breaking down why going pro in Fortnite, especially in Chapter 6 Season 4, is one of the hardest things you can try to do. If you've ever thought, I'm gonna grind, become the next Bugo or Clicks, and make millions of dollars, you may want to hear this before locking yourself into endless hours at your desk. It's not as simple as just hopping on a game and getting wins. There's a whole world behind the pros that most players don't actually see. Millions of players log in every day, making competitive insanely fierce. Even if you're a beast in pubs or ranked, there are still hundreds of thousands of players just as skilled or even better than you. It's like trying to stand out in a stadium filled with millions. You really have to be something special. And don't get it twisted, there's a massive gap between being good in pubs and being good in tournaments. In pubs, sure, you're vibing, building some houses, and destroying players who don't even know what's going on. But tournaments are a whole different level. You're up against players grinding 8 hours a day for years. These pros know every trick, every edit, every rotation, and have honed their gameplay into something almost robotic. They've dedicated so much time that their reactions, building speed, and decision making become second nature. It's intimidating, but remember, every pro started as someone that was not that good. They got there with dedication, consistency, and a willingness to push through countless losses. So what that means is also there's a slight chance that you can too. But it's going to take some serious work, and you have to approach it with the mindset of someone who's in it for the long haul. This journey isn't just about mechanics, it's also about developing patience, discipline, and very much mental resilience. You need to be ready to study every aspect of the game, from positioning and rotation patterns to high-level strategies and psychological endurance. It's a combination of these skills that truly separates casual players from those who can compete at a professional level. If you're aiming to go pro, you're dedicating your life to Fortnite. Think 8 to 12 hours a day, every day, no weekends off. It sounds fun at first, like, hey, I get to play Fortnite every single day. But it quickly becomes exhausting. You can't just play for fun, you have to focus on improvement, aim training, edit drills, reviewing mistakes, analyzing VODs, and constantly thinking about your next decision. You treat Fortnite like a full-time job, which can be mentally and physically draining. I started content creation about a year and a half ago, and while I still love playing, now it often feels kind of like work. Off-screen, yes, the game can be fun again, especially with friends, but being a Fortnite pro isn't just fun, and I'm not saying I'm a Fortnite pro, but content creation and Fortnite Pro are very similar because we do some of the same things. And it's honestly just relentless. Balance is key. Eating well, staying active, and spending time with loved ones prevents some burnout. So taking breaks actually improves performance. Mental toughness is crucial, and you will lose games, you will get tilted, and you will rage. But resilience is what sets pros apart. Losing is inevitable. What matters is how you bounce back, reflecting on what went wrong and using those lessons to get better next time. The mental aspect of the game is huge. Pros train not just their mechanics, but also their focus, patience, and emotional control. Learning how to stay calm in clutch situations, how to handle tilt, and how to maintain confidence even after a string of losses can dramatically impact your trajectory. The best pros can understand that mental preparation can be as important as mechanical skill, and they constantly work on their mindset as a part of their routine. Fortnite is also constantly evolving and changing, which adds another layer of difficulty. New updates, new weapons, and new points of interest, or POIs, means if you don't adapt, you're basically done. One day you're a god with a weapon that gets vaulted the next day, and you're forced to learn something new like the charged shotgun or the two-shot shotgun, which were absolutely horrendous. Staying on top of the meta is hard and very, very difficult, especially if you do not play the game a lot. But it's also an opportunity. If you can figure out new mechanics faster than everyone else, you get way ahead, like all the pros. When the new movement system dropped in Chapter 6, I started using it immediately in creative and in game, giving me an edge over friends and other competitors in ranked. Map knowledge is also essential. Understanding every angle, loot spawn, and rotation path gives you a tactical advantage over everyone. High-level players optimize loot paths to reduce downtime and increase early game survival odds. Mobility items like shockwave grenades and other stuff allow for aggressive rotations or quick escapes. Mastering when and how to use them can save your life and allow you to control fights instead of just reacting. Adaptation, communication, and strategic thinking are also a very big key. Even if you're in solo, sound cues and visual information can dictate your next move. For teams, precise callouts and chemistry are essential for success, and I just posted a video on this, so if you guys need help with that, go watch that after this video. Pros also spend hours studying the map, rotations, and enemy tendencies to stay ahead, and it's kind of preparation that separates average players from those who compete at the highest level. Beyond just knowing where to go, understanding which weapons, materials, and positioning strategies work best in various scenarios is essential. Competitive players analyze every single detail there is, from how fast they can build under pressure to which paths minimize exposure to enemy fire, constantly tweaking and refining their approach and every single move. And equipment and coaching play a huge role in the competitive scene as well. Every pro has top-tier gear, a high-end PC capable of 240 plus FPS, a high refresh monitor, top quality mouse, keyboard, headphones or controller, and very reliable internet. Playing on outdated gear or experiencing high ping is a serious disadvantage, but don't let this stop you. Many pros started with less than ideal setups and worked their way up. Focus on maximizing what you do have. Use your advantages to minimize disadvantages to dominate. Even the best players get coaching to pinpoint mistakes and improve. While high-level coaching can be expensive, free resources like YouTube tutorials and my Discord community can help you improve without spending a dime. Take advantage of everything available and grind smarter. Learning from others, watching top-level gameplay, and implementing strategies into your own play is crucial. Self-review, like watching your own VODs, can reveal mistakes you'd never notice while in the heat of the game, and that reflection is what makes the difference between improvement and stagnation or staying at the same level. Additionally, understanding the psychology of your opponents, predicting rotations, reading movement patterns, and exploiting tendencies is often what gives top players a distinct advantage over anyone else. Your setup and coaching will amplify your ability to execute on this level, but once again, it is not a necessity. Now, let's pause for a second. If you're looking for an edge in Fortnite, check out Risen's tweaks. These tweaks aren't just about changing a few settings, they improve your FPS, remove input delay, and make every action smooth and responsive. Builds, edits, and movement feels instant, letting you react faster and more consistently in high-level matches. It's like your game suddenly becomes fluid and easier to control, which is huge when milliseconds count. Even better, if you use code FLOW, you get 15% off, or you can click the link in the description or the pinned comment. These tweaks can seriously elevate your gameplay and give you that competitive advantage, and they are what I use to get zero delay in my game. Alright, back to the video. Tournaments are where things get really intense though. Fortnite has tons of competitive events, FNCS, Cash Cups, Zero Build Cups, OG Cups, you name it, they have everything. Qualifying and placing well is very tough though. Lobbies are stacked with grinders, some of whom have been at it since day one. Qualifying is a huge achievement in itself. Even small victories like earning points in a solo Cash Cup represent some progress, but recognition is very crucial too. Stream, post clips, build a reputation. If you're not posting highlight clips or securing wins, the community may not notice you. Building a following takes time, but with consistency, it all pays off. Joining an organization can provide coaching, sponsorships, and sometimes even a salary, but getting signed is extremely competitive. Focus on building your reputation. Opportunities will follow you after that. Networking, being active in community, and showing good sportsmanship can also make a difference in whether you're noticed by an org. Moreover, understanding how to handle the pressure of live events, online competitions, and qualifying rounds adds another layer of complexity to all of this. The mental endurance required for consecutive tournaments is enormous and is often overlooked by aspiring pros. But with this, consistency, mindset, and perspective are key. It's not about winning one game, it's about performing at a high level across dozens of matches. Tournament scoring systems reward consistent placement and eliminations just like FNCS, so grinding and learning to perform under pressure repeatedly is more important than a single highlight reel or even clip. Even if you make it to the pro level, there's no guarantee you will stay there. The meta shifts, new players emerge, and maintaining a spot is brutal, but also thrilling. Take care of your mental health. Long hours of grind without rest lead to burnout, frustration, and declining performance. Pros manage energy, nutrition, sleep, and mindset just as carefully as their mechanics, so learn to reorganize your limits. Take breaks, and maintain focus to extend your competitive lifespan. Understanding that progress comes in small increments helps you stay motivated and prevents the frustration that can lead to quitting. Maintaining a growth mindset, staying patient, and continuously evaluating your gameplay ensures you remain competitive despite the constant evolution of the game, which we all sometimes love or hate. The journey is just as important as the destination, and learning to enjoy the process can make the grind more sustainable. So make sure you guys enjoy what you're doing, because if you don't enjoy it, you won't actually enjoy going pro, and if you don't enjoy going pro, then it once again will just feel like a job. You gotta have a lot of passion, and you've gotta have the will and determination to play the game every single day. That combined is what makes top players like Peterbot so good. In summary, going pro in Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4 is extremely challenging. Odds are steep and not in your favor whatsoever, but persistence, smart practice, proper equipment, mental toughness, map knowledge, communication, and strategic use of free and paid resources like Reason Tweaks, YouTube, and my Discord community can give you a shot. Even if you don't make it to the top, the journey teaches resilience, strategy, and provides fun along the way. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, drop a like, subscribe, and comment whether you're grinding to go pro or just vibing in pubs. Make sure to join my Discord for free coaching, drop maps, and tips to improve faster. Don't forget to use code FLOW in the Fortnite item shop, and check out Risen Tweaks with code FLOW for 15% off, or click the link in the description or the pinned comment. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I love you all. Peace, guys.